For those of you that are new, you know the drill. If you've been with me for a while, but if you're new, go to my website, get the free book, The Forbidden Secrets of the Goodie Box, which your father didn't tell you and your mother didn't know. This is great relationship information and it's free. You know, I always talk about women. You are a diamond. And here, that book is a great start into acknowledging that diamond status. Okay, got it. What's up, Tiffany? ChristopherReid.org. That is the website. You can email me at chris@christopherreid.org if you have any problems getting the book. And listen, a lot of you, okay, if you see this on the replay or something or whatever, I don't know, but you don't follow me on Periscope. You need to follow me because, you know, I could put something out there that day that you needed to hear that day, you know. So, hey, go to @the_Doc_Reid. Make sure you follow me on Periscope and on YouTube, which is where all of my videos are. You'll be sick and tired of seeing my video. It gets weird, you know. So if it gets broken up, you can't hear me or something like that, please let me know. So can y'all hear me? Okay. All right. I see hearts. All right, cool. All right. So I want to talk about why do women stay in abusive relationships? This seems to be an issue. Now, it doesn't matter what abuse it is, physical, emotional, otherwise, it's a problem. Okay. And just to jump right in, one of the reasons that women stay in an abusive relationship, let me say this, share this broadcast, share this broadcast, share this broadcast, because I'm sure you know somebody that needs to hear this. Okay. All right. So the first type of woman that I want to talk about, she is the I want to help him, okay, type of woman. And that means that she sees a guy as, you know, somebody who she sees all the potential, and she, you know, she's a fixer. She gets in there and she jumps in with both feet and, you know, I'm going to help him out. And because she's a giver, you know, I get that. But what happens is in her attempts to try to help and be there for a guy, and she's all in, she doesn't realize that she's being manipulated. Okay. When that starts, it reminds me of How You Catch a Monkey. I'm not saying that you're a monkey, ladies, you know, don't be offended, okay? But How You Catch a Monkey is very, you know, appropriate. You know, you put a bottle in, you put a banana in a bottle, right? And so the monkey sticks his hand in, and then he grabs a banana, and he can't get his hand out because the monkey don't want to let go of the banana. All you got to do, let go, hand comes out, he's free. But no, okay? He gets captured because he don't want to let go. Ladies, that's you. You get hooked on a guy. You're trying to help him. You're trying to be there for him. Oh, I see all the potential in him, whatever. And you have no idea that you are about to get caught and snared. All right. So when you first get in a relationship with this guy, he's all appreciative. Oh, thank you. You know, better days have come at last. Okay. And then that same help, okay, instead of being appreciated, it's expected. All right. And then it goes from being expected to demanded. What's up, Mac? It goes from being expected to demanded. And once he starts demanding it and you don't concede, then what happens is he starts to pout. All right. He'll pout and he'll act like a little 2-year-old who doesn't get his toy. But he knows that when he does that, then you'll start to feel guilty. And that is what he will use to try or to manipulate you. Okay. And when you don't do what he wants you to do, okay, then he's going to sit over there and he's going to sit in his corner, and then he's going to withhold himself from you until you concede. All right. And that is a form of abuse, regardless of whether you know it or not. It's a form of emotional abuse. OK, so he'll say things like, oh, so when I needed you the most, or when I need you the most, you're going to walk out on me just like everybody else did. Or maybe he'll say, OK, oh, so you're going to do this to me? You're going to treat me like this? OK, well, fine. Get out. All right. But he knows that, first of all, you ain't going nowhere. All right. Because he's just hitting that little guilty nerve. All right. And he's just pushing on it. It's because you know what? He's conditioned to making you feel bad so that he can feel good. Okay. So he thrives off you feeling horrible and manipulating you in that way. All right. So that it can make him feel better about, you know, you're the scapegoat for whatever's going on. And it becomes this vicious cycle that you go through over and over again because you're still going, you know, because the more he gets upset and makes you feel like you're doing something wrong in the relationship, then that's the more that you kick in and you try to give and you try to give more and more and more. And so you end up in this vicious cycle, and it never works out because it's not designed to let you get out of this vicious cycle. Okay. But the bigger question is this, ladies. All right. Why is it that you have allowed yourself to be manipulated by these tactics? Okay. How come you didn't see it coming? All right. And then even the bigger question is, how come you stayed in it so long after you even realized what was going on? Because I would venture to say that, you know, this guy was not the first time that you had this feeling of, I have to comply with the wishes of someone to help them to be something, okay, or get somewhere and basically be this punching bag, okay, whether it be physically or verbally, all right. But he was just a benefactor of that. You know, he was just able to benefit from a situation or a condition that already existed with you. OK, and if you don't fix that, and if you don't find out why you are that way, OK, you are destined to repeat it in some way, form or fashion. All right. The next woman is she is the it's my fault woman. OK, now she just cannot wait, OK, to take responsibility for whatever goes wrong in the relationship. She just feels like, you know, I don't mind being a martyr, okay, in the name of love. It's a situation that it breaks my heart every time I think about it, where a young lady, you know, she's been off and on with this guy and, you know, just dating, and they've had physical abuse. There's been emotional abuse. She's got small kids and, you know, they see small girls, you know, and she's a professional woman, so, you know, she's not, you know, of a ghetto mindset or crazy, whatever, you know, yeah, toxic. Okay. You know, because I think sometimes we think abuse and we, you know, stereotype the scenario and we think it's only certain type of situations. But that's not the case. All right. So anyway, the most recent incident, she and her boyfriend got into it again. And actually, she had a family member over there and it got, you know, got physical. Family member, she's trying to break it up. She ends up getting punched in the face as she's trying to help break them up. So they get him out of the house. But hey, before he leaves, he does leave a parting gift. He busts out all of her windows, you know, just to say thanks. Right. And so, of course, her girlfriends are sitting around, you know, and they're saying, hey, listen, you know, you can't go back to him. Right. You cannot allow him to come back. And she's like, yeah, I know I need to, you know, I need to break it off. And, you know, when people start saying things like, yeah, you know, I need to, yeah, it don't sound strong enough. It's not, language ain't, you know. And they said, wait a minute, hold on. You're not going to go back to him, right? Well, no, you know, I've been really thinking about this needs to be it. So, yeah, when people say I've been thinking about maybe, possibly, they're going to go back. Okay. I'm just saying, if you're on the outside looking in and you're trying to help them, they're going back. So you don't have to be Einstein to guess what happened. She went back. And so she was talking to one of her friends and she said, listen, I can't put all the blame on him. Okay. I have to take some responsibility for what I've done in the relationship. Okay. I haven't been all that I needed to be. Okay. So he smacked you in your mouth and all upside your head because there's some things. Okay. I get it. That's just crazy to me, but you know, people will tell themselves whatever they have to tell themselves in order to make it make sense to them. Okay, so here's the thing. This particular guy, he knows that with a woman like this, he can talk to her crazy. He can go upside her head because why? She's going to come back. She's going to take it. She's like one of those little blow up dolls that has the round bottom and then they spring back up if you knock them down. Yeah, because that's and ladies, I tell you all the time, men, we go off actions. We don't just go off what you're saying. OK, your actions is what speaks to us. All right. Now, her belief system basically shows you that she's just here to please and to serve in a relationship. All right. It is her job to do that because that's what she views as right. And my question would be to her or anyone else like that. Who told you that you were put on this earth to be a doormat for any man to wipe his muddy, dirty, nasty, stanky feet on? OK, at your expense. All right. You know, God said to Adam, he said, you know, where are you? OK, no, wrong. First, he did say, where are you? But he said, when Adam said, well, I hid myself for I was naked. He said, well, who told you that you were naked? And he said, well, basically, you know, the serpent, we ate the, you know, and the premise is, who told you that what I made right and good was wrong? Okay. And ladies, that would be my question to the one who is, taking and enduring the abuse. Who told you that what God already made to be right and good, that it was wrong, and that you needed to change who you were so that it would suit somebody else? Okay. Why was he able to sell that to you? All right. And see, many of you have been so manipulated and walked on over and over and over again, and made to believe that your good is bad. Okay. And someone made you think that because they didn't view it as right and good, then they made you believe that it wasn't right. And then subsequently you were okay with taking the abuse. All right. And if it is true that you're the head and not the tail, many of you have accepted allowing yourself to be sat on. And that sounds like the tail to me. I'm sorry. It just does. And so when did this creep into your belief system? When did you become the person that was okay with this, that tolerated this? All right. You just don't wake up overnight and just say, hey, I think that it's a great idea to, take the blame. Hey, I'll sign up for that. No, that doesn't, we're just not naturally made like that. Okay. Lastly, the next scenario is the rebound relationship. Now, the rebound relationship, this particular type of situation is very different because this woman typically would not be a candidate for being in an abusive relationship. But often what happens is it's a scenario of the wrong guy at the wrong time. Okay. And what I mean by that is she could be coming off of a horrible breakup. Okay. It could be a divorce, or it could be a death of a spouse. But I mean, she is in a horrible emotional state. And so she has no idea when she meets this guy what she's signing up for. All right. And at this stage, if this happens to you, you're far more vulnerable under these circumstances and someone coming in appearing as if they're an angel of light. Okay. Because they convince you that they're going to help ease your pain and your agony that you're experiencing. So while you're emotionally vulnerable, this person comes in, manipulates the situation. And now that they got you in their grasp, okay, and you're experiencing the abuse, whether it be emotionally or physically, now your family can't say nothing to you. Okay. Your friends can't say nothing to you because if they do, all right, he's got you convinced that they're the enemy. All right. So, and if you're looking at somebody that's in this situation until they decide that they want to wake up, all right, and realize what this is, it's very little that you can do. All right. Scripture talks about when they sowed wheat, somebody came in that night and then sowed tare among the wheat. And then so the next day they said, well, you want us to pull up the tare because, it's not supposed to be in there. And they said, no, you can't do that because if you do that, you're going to pull up the wheat too. Moral of the story is if somebody has come in and attached themselves to somebody who's been in this vulnerable, weak state, if you try to pull them out of it, then it's like an exorcism. They like lose their minds and you just got to wait for them to complete this cycle. Unfortunately, come to the end of themselves and realize, oh my God, what's going on? Because what happens is, and well, let me say this. I've seen a lot of CEO women. I mean, these are strong, powerful, under normal circumstances, women that would never fall for anything like this. Okay. But because he isolated them, okay, he isolated them from their friends. He isolated them from their family. Then you can, say anything to them. You tell them things like all they want to do is break us up. Okay. They don't want to see us happy. They won't be satisfied until they tear us down. Okay. And so when you're constantly hearing this over and over again, okay, you can start to kind of believe this brainwashing, and in a weird, perverted way, they develop like a sense of allegiance to this person because they feel in their mind, they were really there for me when I needed somebody. Okay. When I was at one of my lowest points ever. All right. It's almost like they talk about Stockholm syndrome, when people develop this sense of loyalty to the people that have held them captive. It's almost like that in a way, and then when you see the person who's in this situation, normally she's strong, she's powerful, she's confident. She don't even look like herself. She look like a crackhead. I love the crackhead analogy. I don't know why, but hair all matted and you see them, they crazy, ain't taking a bath in days, and and they going to convince you that they all right. Says, Sarah, are you okay? I'm fine. You look crazy. Okay. But they can't see it for what it is. Okay. Because they can't see it for what it is because they got these blinders on. All right. And I'm here to tell you. Yeah, I know. Right. And I'm here to tell you that if you're sitting on the sidelines looking at this, all right, it's very difficult to look at, to see somebody that that somebody has them under their spell. But I'm trying to tell you that a person is not going to change until they make the decision themselves that they want to change. Nobody can change for you. As scripture says, choose ye this day. Okay, you have to do the choosing. All right. So God forbid, you pray for them, stand in the gap for them. But until they decide that they come to the end of themselves in that situation, it's very little that you can do. Now, my thing is this. Somebody is going to hear this or hearing this live, or will hear this on the replay or whatever. And you are in an abusive situation right now, whether it be physically, emotionally, or whatever. And you're hearing what I'm saying, and you can identify with it. And you honestly don't feel like you have the strength to pull out and get out of the relationship. Yeah, it makes sense. I hear what you're saying. But I really just don't have the strength to get out of the relationship. Maybe you're afraid of what he might do to you. Okay. Or you have the scenario of, if I pull out of this relationship, then all my friends and family who already, what's up, Tanya? I hope you're having safe travels, Reverend. Then all my friends and family who, already didn't like him, knew that something was going on, then maybe they're going to hate him, But if you think about that, that's still you trying to protect him. Okay. Why are you still trying to protect the abuser? First of all, you worrying about way too much stuff that don't have nothing to do with you. All right. Your first concern, especially if you have kids, is to get the frick out of there. All right. But here's what I know. Been doing this for a while. Still, that's not enough to make some of you leave. All right. So reach out to me. Okay. Because some people need someone to hold their hand. All right. You literally need, because you don't have the strength on your own. You need someone to help walk you through a process. All right. So if that's you, reach out to me. Let's do the free 30-minute consultation, and let's at least identify what's going on. Is this a situation that you're in? Let's talk about it. And let's put together something. Let's put together a coaching program that's going to help you, get out of it. Because that's what it's going to take for many people. All right. It's embarrassing. They wish it wasn't the case. They wish they were a superwoman. They could just, but that ain't the reality. All right. So if that's you, get at me. Now, I've been talking about this group coaching thing that I'm thinking about starting. I said I was going to start it in September, and I will. But if I get 10, and I'm not just looking for any 10. I'm looking for 10 committed women, because it's going to be 3 months on the group coaching. So that's the commitment. And it's going to be called You, Your Boo to I Do. That's the you part is dealing with your baggage, unpacking it, unloading it, get rid of it. All right. The boo part, that's the men. All right. What your father didn't tell you, your mother didn't know, all of those pieces. Then the I do piece, that's what are the things that keep your love together for a lifetime? How do you get to 30 and 40 and 50 years? Is that like pixie dust and, unicorns and, rainbows, as Tanya would say, but we're going to cover all of that and see if you're not committed for the whole 3 months, then, because this is going to be very support based. It's going to be, it's communal. So if somebody's in the group, depending on you, you decide after a month, I'm good, I'm out. Now you bail out of someone, on someone who needed you. How are you any different than the men that have come in and out of their lives? Okay. So I really need a committed group. All right. To help, demonstrate, support the fact that you can depend on people, the fact that people won't just walk out on you. All right. So, and for some of you, the group thing is not going to get it, because you're like, I don't want nobody in my business. I'm not going to sit around and sing Kumbaya and do all that with nobody else. My issues are too deep. I need personal one-on-one attention, and that's cool too. I get it. Hit me up, the free 30-minute consultation, and then, we can get you on your way too with a coaching program. But that's the website, ChristopherReid.org. There again, the abuse piece is very serious, because like with the example I gave of the young lady that keeps going back, unfortunately, she might not even come to herself until she ends up in the ICU or dead. Okay. And I don't say that lightly. Okay. but it happens. You know, hopefully she wakes up before that does happen. And then you have small girls. What are you teaching them? Oh, it's okay to get beat up, okay, and allow a guy to treat you any kind of way, as long as you just, unfortunately, so sad. Unfortunately, the dysfunctional can become comfortable like an old pair of shoes. Exactly. Okay. So it becomes your new normal. All right. And so these, like I said, the girls, the daughters, you teach them, oh, it's okay. As long as he's, you know, he says he's sorry after he punches me in my mouth and, you know, knocks my teeth out. As long as he comes in with a good, strong apology. Yeah, we can take him back. Yeah, no. So you see how the generational piece starts to, you pass it down. Now, I know this is not the life she chose for herself. I know it's not what she wants, but she's the walking dead. You know, people in these circles, they really are, they feel powerless. Okay. Buy you a MK bag. Oh, because is that because I'm shiny? What does that mean? What does a MK bag mean? Michael Kors, shake my head, and they say you are going to change. Oh, praise the Lord. I thought that was some makeup or something. I'm like, am I glowing? You know, I'm sorry. You know, I take it somewhere it didn't need to go. Yes. All righty. Who does that, man? Okay. Yeah, but seriously. And it happens all the time. It's sad. And those people who do that are going through that. You suffer in silence. But, you know, the physical abuse is one thing, but the emotional abuse is just as damning. You know, it's just as crazy. You know what I mean? Because if somebody telling you ain't nothing, you ain't going to be nothing, nobody else is going to want you, and then you start chip away at you day in and day out. Okay, when we in front of everybody else, we out in public, it's all good. You know, it's all love. I'm hiding who I really am or how I treat you. And then you got to put the smile on because you don't want nobody to know that he talking to you crazy. People can only do to you what you let them do. Exactly. But here's the $1 million question. Why do you let them do it? And that's why when I come out here, like I said, I'm a voice out here crying in the wilderness, a voice crying in the wilderness of these relationship streets. Yes. And I'm asking, why are you doing it? I'm always concerned with the why. Okay. I go straight there. Why are you doing this? Where did this belief system creep in? Where did this I'm the tail and not the head mindset creep in? Okay. We got to identify that. We got to, and then heal that, because wherever it creeped in or somebody made you think that you were less than, where's my diamond at, Reverend? Yeah. For someone to make you believe that you were something other than this, many of you maybe never knew that you were this. Shut up, Tanya. Okay. They don't think about the kids. It's about that void that man feels, getting that fixed. Exactly. But the fact that they don't think about the kids, that's very sad, because you're so distracted. You're so out of it that the kids, it's whatever. They're collateral damage. My why is fear of being alone. Oh, come on, Tiffany. Tell it, Reverend. Tell it. It is the fear. What is the fear? Okay. So if you have the fear of being alone, then we convince ourselves, or we rationalize with ourselves, okay, I'll endure this because the alternative is so horrible. But yeah, being alone and lonely is two different things. Okay. I prefer to be with somebody, but I would much rather be by myself, loving myself, okay, doing me, than to be with this crazy, okay, who's treating me like crap. Because I deserve better than that. I know who I am. Okay. I'm not going to stand for that. You know, I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to let anybody treat this like it's this. Now, they're both rocks, right? Okay. But this one doesn't get a lot on the street. You know, you can find this on any ground. Okay. This one right here, hard to come by. But what's the mindset? And it takes a while to get here. Yeah. It takes a while to get here. It's one thing to be this. It's another thing to know you're this. You know, and that's the process. Like for me, that's where the coaching comes in. I have to help women understand and believe and know that they're this. Because a lot of women can look at, oh yeah, I'm the diamond. And they don't no more believe that than the man on them. They want to believe it, but they don't believe it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's a lot. But a lot of women out here going through the abusive relationships. You don't have to, but you are doing it, and it's unnecessary. Doc, you talk about the mental, emotional abuse. It's covert. They don't know how to believe it. Yeah, it is covert. And yeah, you're right. They don't know how to believe it. But that's where I come in. You know, the mental abuse. See, some women don't realize, with that being said, Keisha, some women don't realize that they're being abused, you know, with the mental, because like I said earlier, if you have the help them, you know, you're the helping type of woman. I want to get in and, you know, I'm a be support him, and he's got a lot of potential, and I'm a team player and all of that kind of stuff. He can use that to manipulate you. He can say little stuff to chip away at you mentally, all right, to break you down. And if he's good at it, because I think a lot of times when we think of abuse, we think of the aggressive guy who's just, you know, the Ike Turner dude, you know, and but Ike was manipulative in the beginning. If you think about it, he was smooth, you know, he got crazy and nutted up on Tina, you know what I'm saying, after he had already had her. And then she became it's my fault. He's got a lot on him. She was kind of a hybrid of the help him and my fault, you know, type of woman. But yeah, but it can be very covert, and that's why I understand that a woman can end up in an abusive relationship and before she knows it. Like, nobody just raises their hands and say, hey, is this where we sign up for abusive relationships? Okay, yeah, could you put me down? Fell in love with potential. Yeah, women fall in love with the potential, you know what I'm saying, that they see in a man all the time, because y'all are so, you're givers and you're helpers and you're nurturers. I mean, that's just how God made you. So you see this guy that has all of this potential, and you're like, oh, I see where this can go, especially if you're that CEO type of woman. You already a mover and shaker yourself. Then I see how I can take his little piece of something, dream or whatever, and, you know, help him get to where he's going. But then, you know, he makes you pay dearly for it. Yep, wondering how the hell that happened. Yeah, you can be wondering that. Yeah, you can. You can. So I just wanted to give y'all something to chew on. And if there's another topic, let me know. You know, because what I do, I look at the previous scope and then look at the topics and see what I want to talk about. How do they become so strong in manipulating people? Well, if you know, in terms of the men, that's his own thing. You know, now it's just like with women. You know, when I work with women on what's the why. He has a why. Okay, for men, it could be when he was growing up in his house, he never had any say so. Okay, he could have been the odd man out, and he felt like he was always looked over. So when he gets with, you know, a woman who wants to be there for him and team player, then she's just somebody that he feels like, I couldn't dominate over here, but I'm darn sure going to dominate over here. I'm going to make her pay for what I didn't get. Or it could have been the flip. He could have been super spoiled, the super narcissist growing up, and he gets in a relationship and she's just an extension of that. Whether his mom spoiled him, whether his sisters spoiled him, whatever. Okay, it doesn't matter. But he's going to continue that, you know, way of thinking and being with her. So oftentimes when you are a narcissist, you know how to be manipulating, you know, because you're accustomed. The world is here for me. Okay, whatever I need, I'm able to just take it out of the world and nobody should have nothing to say about it. So she just ends up being an extension of that, unfortunately. And if you can't see it coming, if you can't see the signs, because if you, Reverend, watch and pray now. You know, if you know what you're looking for, okay, you'll start to see some signs. You'll be like you'll have that one event, like, wait a minute, did he do it? Just, you know, and you let him get away with it, then now you've shown him, okay, oh, she ain't going nowhere. Because, I'm so sorry. It never happened again. Oh, I'm sorry. And he's hugging you, and I'll buy you something. You know, I'll buy you one of these. You know, put that on. You know, and all your girlfriends say, "Ooh, wow, look at that." You know, whatever. I bought you for a few more weeks. Yeah, red flags popping. Yep, you're right. Red flags all over the place. Okay, and you got to let him know, I'm not for sale. Okay, if you want to buy me, you know what I'm saying? In that sense of the word, treat me like the diamond that I am, okay? Treat me like the royalty that I am, All right. But a real guy that is, you know, that's what he's about. He's coming out the gate doing that. Now I understand some will fake it in the beginning just because they're trying to sell something. But if you, Reverend, I'm trying to tell you, if you really just listen to your Holy Ghost, y'all see your women, y'all have the sixth sense now. You have it. You say, wait a minute, I don't know. I'm just not feeling this. Yeah, something ain't right. Hey, what's up, Latanya? Those abusers will cash you out just like sleeping with the enemy. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. But I tell you one thing. Once you get free, show enough free, Reverend, listen. Hey, and once you get free, I don't know nobody signing up for going back to slavery. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't care what kind of benefits package slavery is offering. You know, freedom is just free. It's like, well, hey, okay, so if I go back to slavery, now do I get free dental, medical? I mean, what are you giving? That's not, it's not appetizing. Okay, you're too funny. I'm just saying, you know, that just, who's signing back up to get beaten, you know, it's just not, you know. So that's, but see, many people haven't experienced freedom. Okay, so that's why slavery, you know, seems so, hey, what's up, babe? You know what I'm saying? I know you want to get in on this. I know I didn't say a couple of things. You know, I thought about calling you this week, Reverend. I did. I'm going to have to call you so we can catch up. You know, I'm nosy, Reverend. You know, I'm nosy with a million questions. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. You know, I got to dig around. All right. Loneliness drives you back. Yeah, but loneliness, but see, that's the thing. You should be able to, I'm not saying you don't feel the loneliness, but drive you, that's like saying, well, I got free and then I was lonely, so I went back to slavery. You know, I mean, I'm sure you can find maybe some kind of tweak in the analogy to make it make sense, but I'm just saying, it's like, how is that appetizing? It's fear that drives you back. Yep, somebody said the fear. Yeah, because that's all loneliness is. I mean, loneliness is just a symptom. It's really just the fear. The fear is always at the heart of it, period. Always. Fear is the root. Fear. It's the root, okay? And as long as you allow that fear to run your life and to drive you, it will always pimp you in some way, period. You will always be pimped. All right. But the moment you say, no, not another moment, you know, I think when Satan came to Jesus and he was like, or Jesus said that some of you say, reverends know it. He said he's come to me and he's found nothing in me or something. I know some Bible scholars out here that know the scriptures. I thumb through them every once and again. But so some of y'all, you know that. Yeah, but does he have anything in you, okay, that I can pimp? All right, you know, you came at Jesus 3 times, you know, I tempt him with this, tempt him with that, tempt him with that. You know, Jesus always came back with the truth. This is what it is. All right, but you got to know the truth about you. All right, what is the truth about you? Is the truth that you consumed and ate up with fear? If it is right now, then it's always going to be a way in with you through the fear. And I'm trying to tell you, some of these guys are perceptive. They've been doing it for a long time, ladies. There's a lot of guys out here that are professional with it, you know, and they really know how to. Yeah, okay. I found her soft spot, and if they find out that the loneliness thing, then they'll dangle that. Oh, I'm leaving then. You know, they're just acting. Okay, is this what it's gonna be? I'm out. You know, you like my crazy boyfriend imitation. Because they know you. No. You know, look like a caught slave. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. You can tell I don't get out much. You know what I'm saying? So coming out here and having an opportunity to like do imitations and stuff, it's like I don't have an outlet. Y'all pray for me. Yeah. Well, Tanya, it takes one gifted to know another, right? Yeah. So if this video doesn't come out right on Periscope because the volume, I mean, the audio is always off from the video, then I have to record this all over again so I can put it on YouTube. And that sucks. So, but for some reason, when I do it with Lex, it's good. So maybe because I have an Android, it sucks. But all right, listen, y'all enjoy your Labor Day weekend. Be safe. Like I said, don't get too drunk, Saints. You know what I mean? Enjoy yourselves, but you know, keep it within reason. And because I don't want to see y'all on TMZ or you know, TMZ, church TMZ or whatever. Yeah, no. When is I'm going in. You know, anybody that knows me, you know, I take that Pepsi to the head, and you know, I'm going in. So I get a brown bag, and you know, it's 2 liter, like back to back, and that's how I roll. Yeah, I'm ODing on sugar, Hershey bars, and licorice. It's so forget about me, save yourself, because I'm gone. I'm a lost cause out here. Yep. I'm gonna eat until I can't take it anymore. Yep, Pepsi, anything cola. Yeah, anybody who knows me knows about my addiction. Yep, sweets is pretty real. And like I said, save yourself, forget about me. All right, it's over. Yep, Pepsi, like I'll do Coca-Cola. You know, I'm no respecter of colas really. You know, I'm a Pepsi guy, but I'll do RC. I'll go to the bottom of the barrel. It don't matter. You know, wherever I can get that fix in, I'm good, you know. And my wife's a big time enabler. I'll come home and be a big, giant, king size, you know, Hershey bar and Pepsi right there. And I love her. She does. She knows how to get to my little boy. Chocolate, Pepsi, and red vines. Ah! Yeah, Tanya. Oh! Yep, I felt it. Did you feel it? There's something about that combination, that string together. That just does something to me. Something just goes right through me. I can't take it. Yeah. So I have absolutely the Trinity. Yes, you quick, Reverend. You still yet quick now. Y'all better get into Doc Reid. You can't afford not to upgrade your life. I like that, Keisha. God's gonna bless you. He already has. Now you know, Keisha, you right up in Columbus. So yeah, we work together, but we gotta hook up, break bread or something. All right. And T-Bake, I'm gonna call you so I can get in your business. You know how I do. All right, ladies, I'm out of here. I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all do. Yes. That didn't sound manly, did it? Give me an hour. I'm out the door. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I didn't think it did. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna do it again. You've told me that before, Tanya. You said don't do that. Now it's 2 Tanyas out here too, so I gotta keep that straight. Hey, what's up, man? Sure G. Am I saying that right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I will see y'all next week. Be good. All right. Peace. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Hopefully it was helpful.